don't slow down, just keep going. That's it, so that we can stay in that same gear. As long as we're paying attention, there's often cases where you can just keep going in the higher gear. Now take it out towards the white line and you'll see slow written in the road. Then you see slow written in the road with the red markings. They're obviously really mean it here. But the reason is there's a pedestrian crossing point and this garage is now a shop where people come out. You can't see it in this wet, but there's skid marks there. We noticed every time we come down. Straight ahead again, high grip road surface, so we just come off the gas just a tiny bit. Nobody's coming our way, carry on in the same gear, just go round the dot, keep going. Just get the gas on straight away, otherwise it struggles too much. And as soon as you get that gas on early enough, it's crackling. It's just running a bit there, but it's alright now. So look, if you look at this road, this is a good example of what I was saying about warning triangles. There's a warning triangle for this junction, because that means there's been quite a number of crashes at this junction. Similarly, on the left again, another warning triangle for another junction to the right, and there's been lots of crashes at this junction. But just where the car ahead of us is about now, there's actually a turning on the left. There's no warning triangle for it. Actually, I think I was a bit premature. Yeah, there it is, just tucked in there. Look, little side road. Yeah. No sign, so that means there's been no bad crashes. Now you might want to again now because you have to slow down because of that guy. Now if you're looking ahead of you, you see that bit of blue in the hedge? Yes. That's another road name. So there's another junction on the left, no warning triangle for it, so that means there's not been a problem at that junction. You might think they're little junctions, but where that silver grey car is, there's a junction to the right, that's quite a main one, there's no warning triangle. So there's never been a big problem here. But then if you look, it's hidden a little bit. Straight in front of you there's a yellow background sign telling you of a junction to the left. Slow in the road as well. Can you see the junction?
No, I can see the sign.
Ah, good, that's it. You can see the sign, so you know it's there. And that they've had a number of problems there. But what we're going to do next is to turn right at the next junction, and this junction there's been even worse problem. First thing you see is this warning triangle with a yellow background, sharp left-hand bend junction to the right. Then if you look down here in the middle of the road, look at all that red. That red is a telltale sign of people being seriously injured or killed. So we're going to go right at the junction. So mirrors and signal. Position near the white line, bring the speed down now as though you're going to stop. But the moment you realise I'm not going to, grab the gear that you want and go round the turning. That's it. Keep it well to the left now so you can see around that bend. Not too much gas yet because you can't see very far ahead, and there's lots of parked cars, so go wide as soon as you can to get the view. If there was somebody coming, you'd still have somewhere to go back in if you come out soon enough. There's a few odd little gaps here that you can tuck into if somebody does come up towards you. But then at the end of the car, see there's two warning triangles?
Yes.
Low bridge, junction to the left. So the first question is, where's the junction?
The junction is following the road.
Well, no, the junction is actually just hidden here.
Okay, yes.
So that's why you needed that warning triangle. Now keep it going nicely. Anybody coming the other way is going to be on your side of the road, aren't they? So nice and slow, that's it. Watching the guy with his high vis who's just walking out in front of you. He looked to see if you were coming, saw you coming and stepped out. That was sensible.
How does he do that?
Suppose he thought he's
Now, as soon as you start to get the view back, you get what? Just standing there, that's it. Right, now you can pump it up in third. Not too much speed, that's it. Now, again, as soon as you can see that you can maintain 30, you pop it into fourth. So now, look, so you can see there's nothing ahead of you, fourth gear is fine. So we're now just entering the South Downs National Park. The village we just passed through is not in it, the village we're just coming to is in it. This is my village. So, horses, we're going to slow down obviously, you know all about that. And also, if you notice the two warning triangles, road narrows, pedestrians in the road. So, yeah, they acknowledge you nicely, always thank you, they're really nice. So keep it near the centre line, look around through the bridge here, and then you can just keep up the pace a little bit before it's just standing in water. Avoid it if you can, second gear will be good. Yep. Bring it round here in second gear and then speed up when you can see it's clear again. Now this is a classic place where people don't look far enough ahead. What I want you to do now is look right up there. Is there anybody coming the other way? So we can now commit ourselves past these parked cars. And what you find on a daily basis, people get to here and they can't pass each other and somebody's got to reverse. We're going to go straight ahead of the traffic lights. So again, gently down to the traffic lights, braking smoothly, don't use the gears, that's it, just ease the clutch down and stop with a little bit of gap between you and him, and the first thing you touch is a handbrake. That lady who's just walking down there, the steps there. I met her just by the narrow bit of pavement there. And she said, "You come on through, I'm sat down." You know. So watch the oncoming car, that's it, good. And then again, where are you going to meet him? That's it. Now I put the other signal on. Okay, the other signal is now confirming to anybody who comes around the corner. You're not badly parked, you're actually waiting to go. Now look at the side of the black car. You might then be able to pick up the reflection of somebody coming the other way. Okay, so speed limits. Speed limits are defined by the basic rule, which is street lights mean 30, no street lights national speed limit. Any variation from that basic rule, you must have repeater signs telling you what it is. Okay? So if you look at this road, there are no street lights, so you would assume it's national speed limit, but it's not. There's the repeater sign reminding you that at the moment it's still 30. Company horses. So when you can see that you can sustain that speed, that's it. That's when you get fourth. Otherwise you're holding it to control the situation and give you a more flexible gear, which means you can slow down a bit and speed up again without changing gear. Okay, so we've got national speed limit sign ahead of us. Junction to the left, but there's nobody there. Now we can speed it up a little bit. And a little bit more speed, a little bit more speed, and now go into fifth gear. Okay. So, the reason we go in fifth, you can maintain this speed for quite a long time, can't you? Without having anything to slow you down. However, when we get to an area where there's bendy bits and the view is not very good, you might then consider putting it back into fourth. But we're just trying to keep the engine comfortable in that little zone of economic driving. So very close to the white line just to see round. Now again, if you just stay by the white line, I would now ease off just a fraction. As soon as the visibility comes back onto the gas, let's just spark up there and start giving it some white line. As soon as you let around here, when you get to the bottom of the line, that's when you'll be second gear. Now, this is where I put people out of their comfort zone completely. You can see ahead of you that we've got a sharp left-hand bend, so come off the gas, fourth gear now, and go almost completely wrong side of the road. Then tuck it into the apex. No problem with the oncoming car. You saw him, they saw you. Same with this bend. Almost sort of 3/4 of the car over the white line. Go on, out there. And then tuck it in here. Look, perfectly safe because you can see far enough ahead. But if you keep it tucked in and you meet a grain lorry that's taking up 2/3 of the road, you've got a problem. Yeah, but by going out wide, you can see that and deal with it much easier. So we're going to go right at the end of the road. So mirror signal, and then just brake, no gear change, just easing the clutch down as you come down to a stop. And then pop it into first just as you roll up to the line.